Have you noticed that people are starting to question everything? I'm starting to notice this. And I've been noticing this for a long time, a very long time. And I'm starting to realize that people just don't trust society anymore. They hardly ever trust anything. A lot of people are just giving up on the system. And the crazy part is that they've been feeling like this for a very long time. And I just noticed it. I've been thinking back on life and just wondering the reasons why people just don't trust anything no more. And I'm starting to realize that people are just fed up. A lot of people just been living life so accustomed to the system, and they still don't understand the system that they was told to be a part of. So you may have been working 5 to 10 plus years. You may be working 15. You may have been working 20, right? So when you first started your new job journey, right? They will always welcome you with smiles and tell you that everything is going to be all right. As long as you get a job and you contribute to society, you'll be okay. So when they was told these promises, just people in general, when they was told these promises, right? A lot of people started to thrive off these promises, right? It was something to look forward to. And then as time goes on, the more and more they work, the more and more they start to feel like they're being unappreciated, right? And as years go on, and they starting to notice this, like, what's going on? They starting to question themselves. They start to feel guilty. They start to feel like, what are they doing wrong? But in reality, they're really not doing anything wrong. They just doing what they were told. So that's why the reason why these promises could be told to the average person before they start their job is because they're not getting to experience it yet. So in reality, if somebody desperate and they want a job and they just trying to work to put food on their table, right? And people always say, well, you got to get what you can get. That's true. But what if the getting what you can get is not enough? And it's not really good in your favor. So as time goes on, those workers and those good people that's working at these jobs, they starting to realize through experience. They starting to experience that they don't trust anything no more, because it's hard when you meet somebody and you can really trust somebody. That's why a lot of people are starting to feel disconnected from people, because majority of some people just not trustworthy, right? It'll be rare that you will meet somebody and whatever they say match up to whatever they say. So you tip your hat off to anybody that's like that. So the reason why it was easy for people to be manipulated is that they didn't have experience. So once they start to experience this and they start to experience their life, the situations that they go through in their life, they start to realize that they don't know what to believe no more. Every time they turn on the news, it's something different every day. It's a new war every day. And don't get me started on the internet. There's so much going on the internet. They don't know what to believe on there. They don't know what's real. They don't know what's fake. And it's just getting real serious out here. And then they starting to realize that job security is a myth. You always think you got job security, but in reality, you really don't. Because a lot of people, they don't know what the future is going to hold. So if you've been working in these type of fields, a lot of people are threatened to replace their workers with AI. So a lot of people don't know where their next dollar is going to go. They don't know where their next dollar is going to come from. So a lot of people are just giving up hope. A lot of people just don't trust the system. And I really don't blame them. So that's why in their life, they're starting to realize that was everything all a facade? The more and more they experience in their life, and the more and more they was told that everything was going to be okay, the math is starting to not add up. So that's why a lot of people just don't trust the system. They don't trust society. They don't trust really not anything. And I know it's sad that we all got to the point where everything seems to be a scam or in somebody else's favor, because nothing is never in favor for you. And you starting to just realize that through experience. So that's why a lot of people, I feel like, are giving up. Because the same system they was all taught to love, it don't even love them back. So now they starting to question, like, what is this system really about? So it's to the point where it's like they feel like they supposed to be doing something else, but the system is telling them to do this. So that's why they don't get it. That's why they confused. So people been so confused, so much to the point that they don't believe in nothing. They don't think nothing is going to get better. So in reality, how can you blame them? And I know people want to say, well, it's like you speaking negativity, but I'm speaking facts. This is what people been going through. And I'm starting to notice. That's why nothing has been considered normal. People been going through this for quite some time. They've been going through this for so long. It's depressing. So that's why a lot of people just tired of just doing what they was told. And then when they want to break free, they always get pulled down. A lot of people want to experience freedom. They starting to feel like they trapped. So that's why a lot of people just don't trust the system no more. Because how am I going to trust something that's got me by my legs? I really can't go nowhere. So it's like, I feel like I'm forced in a corner. Like I didn't have a choice. My back is against the wall. And a lot of people have been feeling like their backs are against the wall for a long time. So let me know how you've been experiencing this too. Do you still trust society? Do you still trust the system that's designed for you to be a part of it? I want to know. Because the way things are going, a lot of people are going to be losing their jobs. I was looking up on the internet the other day. They were saying a lot of people were getting cut from their jobs because of AI. And then I had got a comment on my channel the other day, which was a good comment. They was basically saying that if AI is replacing everybody's jobs, who's going to buy the AI? That's a really good question. So if you've been feeling like this lately and you feel like this is going to affect you, I want you to comment. I want you to let me know how you feel about this. Do you feel like the economy is going to get better? Or you feel like it's just going to get worse? Because in my opinion, I think it's just going to get worse. And I know I'm sorry to say that, but I'm just speaking real. Because at the end of the day, I have to speak the real. Just like when I was listening to Tupac shed so many tears the other day. And the song was so deep, and people would consider it depressing. But in my mind, it was deep to me because it was so real and truth. That's why people related to Tupac. Just listen to that song if you haven't heard that song before. Shed so many tears. It sounds like a negative song, but in reality, it's deep. So you got to look at things different. So this is what I really want to know. I just wanted to throw that out. So if you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, it don't even matter because you're still going to see me again anyway. So peace. See y'all on the next one.